مش قادرة أنسى أبويا وأخويا لأنهم ماتوا قدامي.
شو اسمك عمو؟ انت وين ابوك؟ وين مات؟ شنو متريقة متغدية متعشية؟ احكي.
War has a really specific meaning. Destruction that causes resilience for some people. Also lost. Many people lost the things they loved, things they lived for them, or even uncertainty about their future. All these concepts gather to make a definition for war. It starts with destruction that takes everything from me, from my family, even from the people who lived around us and the people who lived in my country. And I know the people who lives all around the world in the war situation. It's hard to accept it as a reality that actually humans are causing it. War itself may be just a phenomenon for others, but the one who lived in such a situation and grew up in such an environment will understand it better. That you're not even sure about what will happen tomorrow when you wake up.
For me, from my childhood, I should tell you that because of these civil wars in the country, I have faced refugee, and I am a refugee, belong to a refugee who does not know about his culture, anything related to Afghanistan. Because of this war, my father migrated to Pakistan, and for 10 years we were in Pakistan, and we do not feel the love of our homeland. It was just like, but when I returned to Afghanistan after 10 years, it was just like this, that I saw that the people they cannot communicate, or they cannot say when they see a Talib in front of them. It was just an accident happened to me that when I was in a bus, a Talib stopped us, and everyone was having nervous or something, that what will happen to me? Will he kill me or he will leave me alive? It was the worst thing. And just when we passed that time, there was an explosion near to our bus. The question is that I always think that why I am Afghani. This is the worst question that a person in a childhood should say, that why he belongs to this community. That should be said, or they should be asked every day that you will be killed or something like this. And I feel ashamed when I was childhood, and still I'm sorry to say that I feel ashamed. And I think that it would be better for me to be called refugee of a country than a citizen of Afghanistan. Thank you.
بلدنا اتدمرت، كل شيء كويس راح، كل شيء. أنا قررت إني أطلع.
في طيارة اللي هي قذيفي؟ قذيفي؟
إيه أنا كل شيء جديد لما بضحك.
طلعت في بضحك معه؟ قذيفي في بضحك.
في داعي بقى إن إحنا نخاف من شيء، يعني ما في شيء بحياتنا.
It was the 7th of Ashura month of Arabic calendar. I was back from school around 12 a.m. I think. It was around 12 a.m. that I came back from school, and I just turned on the TV to watch some cartoon. I think at that time I was 11 years old, I think. And what I saw was completely horrible, I could say. And it was really destructive at that time for me. It was everywhere in any TV channel. You could see the attacks that happened on the Ashura ceremony in Kabul, near to like our region in Kabul. People were killed, people were shot, many people were injured, and there were bodies dying on the street. It was horrible. When I turned off the TV, I kind of thought with myself, what is this? Like, how can people kill like in this kind of brutal way? They're, I could say they're same kind. They are also human who do these kind of actions. I had nightmares, I think, for many nights. Like, I would jump out of my bed and remember each sense of the news that I saw on the TV.
أنا كنت السبب بدمار مستقبل أولادي حاليا. يعني ضحيت بأولادي من أجل الثورة. إن كان ضحيت بحياتهم، هن معرضين، أنتم شايفين هون بالوضع، معرضين بأي لحظة ليموتوا بالقصف، بالرصاص طايش بهي. والشغلة الثانية ضحيت في مستقبلهم الهي. فمظلومين جدا جدا.
The worst scenario was exactly this: to be lost in the meaning of this phenomenon, why it's happening. And I think I know now why actually these activities or this kind of brutal actions are happening actually by humans on their same kinds or same people. It is not about religion. I know that now, that there is no place for such a thing in religion, in any religion in the world, or even in humanity. When the matter of benefits comes in the field, I think humans are brutal than any kind of other animals that we know. So I think the only answer for this experience that I couldn't understand 10 years ago is that humans, for their benefits, can cross any line and can do anything that even you could not like imagine them in your imaginations. Thank you.
For child, it's something that whatever you teach, they will gain the same. And for me, I think child's mindset towards this war is something negative. They will feel stress, they will feel fear of anything that they come in their way, because they will adopt this one, and they will think that everything, the picture will be just like Talib with a gun, and they will think that, are they good? Should I also be the same? Because the worst thing for Afghanistan is that nowadays the attacks that happen in Kabul or in the provinces, it's just the children that they do, and that's the worst thing. And they are also adopting their ideologies, that we will be also mujahid to these people. This is the worst thing. There are occasions when the war, these attacks or bomb blasts, these suicidals, they are done by a child, and they say that, oh, If my father is Mujahid, according to them, so their children will also be following the same rule. And this is the worst.
So the impacts that war can put on mindset of childs or children who grow in a war zone, actually, like Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, or Yemen, or any country that like actually know they have experienced the war like I did. And based on my own experiences, I could say that firstly it's hard to deal with this kind of life. This is maybe for most of people it wouldn't be understandable that what am I talking about, but those who has experienced this, it is really easy to know the exact meaning of what I'm going to say. Firstly, it's hard to deal with the uncertainty that war brings for everyday activity in your life. You're not sure that you will be alive one more day or no. Will there be an attack, or you will alive, or you will live one more day. Second is the resiliency. Like if you have born in a country that have experienced war and you have grown in that situation, you're more resilient than any other people like who lived in the other communities or environments in the world. Coping with problems is easier for the children who grown in such a situation, especially actually for me it was this way, that this war kind of made me more resilient against the problems in my life: poverty, destruction, uncertainty, brutality. All these kind of phenomenons made me more resilient to deal with life, with any problem that would come in my life. I wouldn't kind of surrender to the problems, and I always learned to fight back.
لما كان عمري 9 سنين شفت أبوي قلبه بيوجعه، رحنا سعفنا على المستشفى، أصابته جلطة مات. كان يجيب لنا أغراض العيد.